What is up, my friends? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about audience building and how to create a loyal audience. Very important topic, especially if you're doing online content or if you're an online brand and you want to build an audience that really wants what you have to offer and finds value in what you have. We're going to talk about a couple things that you can do to really attract those people and keep them motivated. Before we do that though, I want to give you my free guide called How to Make Money as a Composer in 2020 and Beyond. And this is not specific to composing, but it really is my business model that I've been following to create a passive income stream over the past few years that have really freed me up to do what I love the most, which is like songwriting, composing, etc. And also spend more time with the people I love the most. And so it's totally free, but it has to do with like building content, creating digital products, and then selling them and how to do exactly that. So if you're interested in building that sort of income stream, I want to give you that free guide by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight there where you can download it and we'll dive into all that good stuff. But without further ado, let's kind of talk about how to build a loyal audience. And it's a very quick 3-step process. Number one is to find out what these people want. Now, this is especially easy if you have some sort of existing fan base already, but even if you don't, you can start from scratch. You can even go on social media, and if you have some friends there, or you can even ask your friends in real life, your family, whatever, what type of content would they be interested in seeing? You know, you can also ask yourself, like, what do people say I'm good at? What comes easy to me, and what do I find naturally fun to do? These are all questions you can ask yourself, and you can make a list, and then you can start doing some research and seeing what people actually would want to see from that content. So let's say I feel like I'm really good at playing the piano, let's say, and I want to create some content on how to play the piano. Well, how do I know what people want to see regarding playing the piano? I don't know until I ask people, right? So you will get some really good responses there to kind of give you some information and insight on what people actually want to see when it comes to creating content. That being said, you can also, if you already have an audience that's built and you already have some content online, then people would probably have left comments already, and they can tell you, oh, I like this a lot, or I don't really like this concept. Can you dive into this concept a little bit more? And so they're literally giving you feedback and you can take that feedback and create more content based on that. So that all has to do with giving people what they want, right? Because that will naturally bring them back for more, and that will turn them into a loyal audience because they literally want what you have to offer. Now, at the same time, number two, you have to think about what you want, right? And that's why it's so important to start with what you are passionate about and what you want to talk about, because it's the worst feeling when you're stuck creating content on something that you hate. Like, let's say, let's say I wanted to upload a video on how to tie a shoe. I don't know. And then people are like, oh, that's so cool. Can you talk about 5 more types of knots and like what types of shoes would be great to tie knots on, or, you know, that type of thing? And I'd be like, well, I just made that video because I wanted to do it once, but I'm not that interested in it. And then you kind of feel stuck because you feel guilty not giving people what they want. And, you know, but you don't actually want to do it at the same time. So it's really hard. So you kind of have to find what you're passionate about, but intersect that with what people find valuable. That's kind of the combination of 1 and 2 here. So number 1 is to find what people want to learn. And this is especially useful if you already have like an existing audience and kind of know from comments what people want. And then intersect that with number 2, which is create what you want. So there's a fine balance. Sometimes you're creating content that people really want to see, but you're also creating content sometimes that you just want to put out there. Maybe it's not as well received, but at least it's helping some people, right? That's number 2. And then finally, how do you build a loyal audience? Be consistent, okay? And for me, I started my YouTube channel at the end of 2017, so it's been over 4 years now. And I've been uploading at least 1 video a week since then, up until this point. Some weeks it's been super difficult. Others it's been very easy because I've like batched content in advance. So I basically upload it to YouTube and drip it out over the course of a few weeks or months. But generally, yeah, being consistent and staying in people's minds and staying on top of their feeds, right? That really is a key to really earning a loyal audience's trust. And think about like a TV show, right? If a TV show came on one week maybe then the next day, and then 2 weeks later it stopped, and then 3 months later it came back, then you can't really depend on it. But if you stay consistent and you only upload, let's say, once a week at the same time, then people can depend on it, and it gives them a sense of rhythm, something to expect from you. And that's something that's very, very important when it comes to creating content and a loyal audience. So those are some three things I wanted to talk about. Okay, number one, finding out what people want and making content on that. Number two, creating content on what you want. And then number three is being consistent and staying on top of people's minds. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you have any questions about that as a comment below. Let me know if you've considered these three things, if you're creating content right now on the platform of your choice, and how is that working for you. And then also, if you don't have my guide yet on how to create or how to earn a living as a composer in 2020 and beyond, I want to give that to you absolutely free. And again, it takes you through my step-by-step framework of how to actually turn your passions into an income stream that will support you and give you the chance to do what you enjoy the most. It's a lot of fun. It can be very lucrative, but you have to put in the work for it. Of course, nothing becomes like super, super easy, but it's worth it, because not only are you giving yourself financial rewards, but you're also helping the world at the same time. So anyway, thank you so much. I'll catch you in the next video, and take care. Bye-bye.